What's up, guys? My name is Brian.
And I'm Hailey.
And today we're basically just redoing this school desk we found. Where did we find it?
We found it at a flea market in Tecumseh.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's basically an old style school desk. And right now it's basically just wooden, nothing special about it. And actually down here we got one of the poles in between the legs broke off. So if you look on the other side, there's one right here. So that's one of the things we need to take care of. We also got a lot of stains and marks and stuff all over the wood. So I know Hailey's been working on that already.
We're going to transform it into a nice apartment or dorm style chair that everyone will love.
Yeah, so basically we want to make it so it's able to fit into like the standard house, or we basically want to make it available to the most people, so not too specific. So you want to tell them what we want to do with it?
Well, we're hoping to stain half of it, like the bars and the base and the table, and then the rest of it we are going to use chalk paint, which we've never used before, so that'll be interesting. And we're just going to have a nice distressed blue color.
Yep. Alright, so now we're going to throw in a time lapse so you can kind of see us working on it, and see you after. And she's really cute.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
Alright,
You gotta get closer. What? You gotta get close.
Alright.
No. Right there. No, you're too low.
Okay, now that we have it taped off, we're going to paint with our chalk paint. Okay.
Alright. Alright, so we just finished. I love how look at this. Every time we do it, she poses. Every time.
That's just how I stand.
You can't even see it though, but it's funny because she does it. So we just finished doing the table. Well, the desk. Not all of it, obviously, but we finished painting the blue chalk paint. Is that what it is? Chalk paint on it. Basically what it does is it gives it like a distressed look. So you can kind of see like the wood, if I can focus on that, you can kind of see how like the wood grain kind of stands out a little bit. So you'll be able to see it better in the end, but it gives it actually like a distressed look, which is actually really, really sweet. And now the next part is we are going to basically stain all the rest of the exposing wood. So there, and those back seats. And then, oh sweet, I just stepped all in the paint.
Not really.
Ugh. And then we got to replace this middle bar right here, which in retrospect, you did tell me to do that before we started painting, so I guess that's my fault, because we probably should have done that. But I mean, it's distressed anyways, so.
I just need to show everybody what happens when you use the same tarp for every project. Take a look.
She says we need to wash it.
Yeah,
Who
wait till
washes
you
a
see your
tarp?
arm later.
Oh man, oh man. All right, maybe we should wash it. Oh my, I'm blue. What the? I'm sparkly too. Alright, go put it back in the tripod. Alright, so we got most of the desk finished. We stained the top right here, and the back of it. And then, as you saw before, we had the distressed kind of Tiffany blue look on there. So it actually came out really nice. And then, when I showed you in the beginning, we didn't have a bar right here. So we basically just cut one out of 1 inch thick piece of wood, drilled holes in each side, and you actually see those right here. And obviously that doesn't look like the best thing, so what are we using?
Some wood filler.
Okay, so we're using the wood filler. We're gonna fill up this hole, sand it over, and then paint it again with the blue. So hopefully you won't be able to see it, but actually that bar turned out really nicely. You can't even really tell that it was not there originally. We actually hit it against the deck, and you were hitting it with a screwdriver. So she's getting her anger out now. Thank you. Alright, so we figured out that it had never been opened, so we actually need to cut the top off.
Ta-da!
I'm proud of you.
Hopefully I didn't break it.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You.
It just keeps coming out the bag.
What are you doing?
You got a better idea? Alright, so now that we made our desk, made it look all cool and antique, we're going to show you how to stage your pieces. That way they're more likely to sell.
We're actually at Hailey's house because she has all the professional stuff. So like we said, we're staging it, and what we basically have here is we just have the, what is this?
A white backdrop.
The backdrop with the 2 lights. And I mean, you don't need to have something as fancy as this, I guess.
Yeah, we just have this because I'm into photography, but most people will pick a background that complements their piece well. So as long as you have a nice background, I mean, if we didn't have this, we'd probably be using, like, if we have a white wall or like a cream wall.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't really have to have the lights and the backdrop and everything. We just happen to have it, so why not use it? But basically what we're doing is we're staging it. So that what that means is we're going to try to make it look as nice as possible, so it actually looks like a completed piece. And Hailey has, go ahead.
Alright, so step 1 is the backdrop, which we have, thankfully. And then lighting always helps. And then we happen to have these little old vintagey books, and it just happens to go well with the desk because the desk is so distressed, just like these books are. It's important when you're staging to add a little something to it so that people can see it in their house and what they could use it for without going overboard. So, you know, we'll just fan out the books a little bit. And this is all that this takes. You know, if you were to put too much on this, or if you had a person sitting on it, you definitely don't want anybody sitting on it because it'll hide all your detail, and the person who may be interested in it will not be able to see the full thing. So, just something simple that still lets you see the piece well.
So, I mean, just the books adds a lot of or not value, but like appeal to it, I guess. Yeah. So we're gonna show you some videos now and some pictures of the actual completed thing. We're going to take some pictures with just the backdrop so you can't see this stuff on the side. And that'll be your job.
Alright.
Alright, see you guys.
I see the light inside you.